Oh God! Hello, everybody. How we doing? We are here. We're back. Uncivilized. The guys are here. Got Zach, Brian. I'm not going to go into what Brian just told us. It was brilliant. There is so much shit going on right now. I mean, to jump into it is like an understatement. I mean, I guess we should just obviously start off with the mass shooting in Boulder. Because, I mean, that's all over my TV right now. It's all over fucking everywhere. And it's right on the heels of Atlanta, which just had that shooting of the massage, the parlor workers. It's like 8 Asian American women. It's just like, what in the fuck is going on? What have you guys heard about this Boulder thing, though?
Well, actually, before we get into the Boulder thing, I want to also say, too, that there's been 7 mass shootings in the last 7 days. There's literally been 7 shootings in the last 7 days where at least 4 people have been shot.
Yeah.
In the last 7 days. So we have a huge issue here. Now, with regards to the this shooting with Boulder, it seems to have been a person of Muslim descent.
Yes.
So I just want to say, we had to stop Asian hate. We about to have to stop Muslim hate because they about to be on your asses again after this one. Oh yeah, they're gonna be on the Muslims again. So I'm telling any of my Muslim folks, y'all about to be tagged again after this. So be cautious.
Zach.
I've probably heard everything you have. I mean, the only thing that I give a fuck about is somehow yet again, it's another dude that killed a bunch of people armed with a gun that they managed to arrest and take in alive. And yet, just, again and again, I can think of examples of unarmed men that were just fucking choked and murdered. And it just pisses me off, the whole thing. The whole thing's gross.
Well, yeah, black males are totally treated. We're on the opposite end of the spectrum with every other male and every other ethnicity on this planet. I mean, they will treat us to one extent, and then they will treat everybody else totally different. I mean, this guy's Muslim, so we can't really say he's not ethnic. He survived. He wasn't shot. He wasn't murdered. But if he was black, he would have been assassinated. Period. Period.
Because the shooter was injured, and they took him to the hospital. And they're working on him in the hospital right now, they're trying to heal the guy. If that had been a black guy, they probably just would have shot that guy. I don't see them taking the brother to the hospital to work on him.
I mean, how many times have they just left somebody like laying in the street?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a bad day. That's what the sheriff said. He said, you know what, this happened. I mean, hey, maybe the guy woke up and maybe he had a bad day. Like, people aren't actually thinking about the fact that he probably had a bad day. And I was like, good God.
So did you see why they said he did it? He said he was addicted to sex, and he wanted to get every massage parlor that's within his distance. He wanted to eradicate them because he had a problem with his own sex addiction.
Yes.
That's at least better than that announcer. Crazy. What was it in Oklahoma? Who, the high school game when the girls were kneeling got caught, and then blamed it on his fucking diabetes.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
That's some next level shit right there, man. That's some next level shit right there.
Yeah, I didn't mean to call them niggas. My blood pressure should eat like a donut.
Hey,
kicked in.
What they need to do? They need to make that into a Snickers commercial. They need to make that into a Snickers commercial.
You know how they talk about? You know how they talk about little white lies? The white lies. That's a white excuse.
Yeah.
Diabetes kicked in, so I couldn't help but say nigga on the thing. Yeah, it's just. Biden's gonna have a time now, because now people are gonna really want the gun control. I guess he has to kind of deal with that. They've been trying to deal with that. Hasn't been working out too well, obviously. People still getting shot. Yeah. The gun nuts are definitely out there. 10 people shot,
including an officer, and the officer had 7 kids.
And he's
I saw that
51.
on CNN today.
Jesus
51
Christ!
years
Well,
old.
they told me that before they showed me his face. I was like, did they kill a black officer?
I know, like, what kind of motherfucking white dude right now is having 7 kids? Was the officer's name Jamal Cornbread? What the fuck was this motherfucker with 7 motherfucking kids? Officer Jamal Cornbread reporting for duty. What the fuck? 7 kids. That's a lot of goddamn kids. But I guess shit, you got that 1,400 coming? That stimulus.
Yeah,
I mean that's
that
7.
motherfucker about to get 10 grand.
Yeah, but if he's
10 grand,
if he's 51, they're probably grown. I mean, he was probably a grandpa.
I know 4 will get you 10. I know 4 will get you 10 for a fact because I have a good friend that actually threw that out there. I'm not going to. I know 4 will get you 10.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that fiasco is going on. They shut down Miami.
State of emergency.
Spring break. Yeah.
Which is
a disaster.
Everybody
gets
shot.
You reap what you sow. They didn't have any regulations, and they wanted it to be like normal, so people went there and fucking decided to wild out. What do you want?
But they all got their COVID shots, right?
Yeah, of course.
Florida?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, of course. It was totally safe, all of it.
No, it definitely, I mean, I watched a video of a guy running out on a tab. The waiter.
I saw that, yeah.
To stop him. And then in the back of the video, there's girls twerking.
Yeah, it starts out with like 4 or 5, and then it's like 20 girls in the middle of the intersection. And they're all just twerking, just stopping traffic, just whatever. They said people are drinking, just passing bottles back and forth in convertibles, driving around. They're overwhelming the local police force, literally. Like the police just keep it under control.
Yeah, no, I got friends that Brian and I both do that have that live in Miami, and they said it's just it's just a bunch of New Yorkers, people from Atlanta, Alabama. I posted a video. These guys from Alabama A&M, they're down there. And they just turn it up. People been inside for a while, and obviously they're kind of afraid of a lot of black people gathering, and they're like, "Shit, we got to shut this motherfucker down," you know. And that's what's happening down there. I mean, it's a goddamn disaster. But spring breaks, I think there's like 1 more week of that shit, and that shit will be over pretty soon, you know. And now they just have to put stricter laws in if they don't want. Motherfuckers acting crazy. But I will tell you this, speaking of crazy, that March Madness, y'all been watching that?
Oh, man. Ohio State fucked everybody's shit up. I think they said a statistic. It fucked up like 94% of the brackets.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did.
Yeah. Just right out of the gate. And there was another 15 that won, wasn't there? A 14?
I think
it was a 14.
Yeah. I think it was a 14. Yeah, I forgot what team that was, but yeah.
Oral Roberts also jumped in and fucked up a bunch of shit. I mean, the shit's all fucked up now. I mean, shit. UCLA and USC, I think, won. Alabama won, which is my team, which is obviously. I'm looking forward to those motherfuckers doing some shit.
Hey, the USC is the University of Spoiled Children. That's what somebody told me. I was like, that's the best. I was like, I'm calling that's it from this point on.
I could definitely see that happening.
I couldn't believe how out of touch I was with college basketball. Like, I don't know which teams are good. I didn't know which teams, because Duke's not fucking really that good right now. UK's really not that good right now. Like, a lot of those heavy hitters aren't even in there. And I was like, God.
No.
Yeah, I would normally bet on March Madness and stuff like this, but I have no knowledge of it this year, so I'm not even.
None.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything about those kids. You have kids going straight to the doing the NBA stuff, or doing that. They're opening up that new league, or doing what LaMelo Ball did and went overseas, then came back over. I mean, it's a shame that kid broke his hand.
I know. Damn.
Yeah.
It happens though, man. He's been hooping to the utmost extent. I mean, he's overexerted his body already this year because you could already tell he wanted to be the best. He wanted to be rookie of the year. Every single game I watched him play, I'm like, this dude, his jump shot is wet, like nasty. If he had went to, they were talking about picking him up at Golden State. I was like, if they had picked him up 3 Splash Brothers, that would have been the nastiest over there. They would have been too.
Yeah.
They would have destroyed the Brooklyn Nets over there if he had went over there. But,
I don't know about all that, but
sure. with Curry, Klay Thompson, and LaMelo Ball, for sure.
Wait a minute, they would have beat who?
I think they would have beat the Nets for sure.
Was KD hurt?
With KD not hurt, I think.
Oh no.
I say Klay being where he is, Curry being where he is. Now, LaMelo Ball is the X factor. LaMelo Ball can shoot. If you look at his numbers are right up there with what's his name? Harden in the 3-point range, and Kyrie Irving in the 3-point range. So if he was able to maintain that as a rookie, I think his basketball IQ is higher than James Harden's. I think it's higher than Kyrie Irving's. I think he's just too young in the league right now. If he had the same amount of years in, I think he might be a little bit better. LaMelo Ball is sick, man. If y'all watch him play, I mean, I haven't seen that. He's like Luka. Like, when they start playing that young that well, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Brooklyn's great because Kevin Durant's there, and that's it. Kyrie Irving's a choke. James Harden chokes in the playoffs. So it's all we need to see what happens. I mean, Kyrie Irving can't do anything without LeBron. Let's see if he can do something with Kevin Durant. I mean,
I'm with you on that on Kyrie. You know, I've said that. He was a choke artist in Cleveland.
It looks good on paper. Let's see what happens this year. I
think this year, especially with people getting oddly hurt, like now with LeBron having this
high ankle sprain.
Yeah, which normally takes about a couple of weeks, sometimes take a month. Yeah, what's going to be weird? Yeah, it's going to be bad. Yeah, it's just bad. And then what normally happens is that the 8th seed, the 1 wants to see. You know what I mean? But if they're like in the 7th, because the Lakers are going to drop games now because you got AD and LeBron out. You're not normally being the 1. You're like, cool. Now you're like, I don't want to deal with LeBron and AD at the 8th seed. Get the fuck out of here. It's going to fuck up. So whoever the 1 is, they don't want to deal with LeBron. Because now LeBron, high ankle sprain or not, but he's resting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yep.
Yeah. So now you got a motherfucker that literally can rest 2, 4, 5 weeks. The Lakers, if they could win a couple of games in this stretch of 3 to 4 weeks, even if they became the 7th or 8th seed, LeBron's not going to give a fuck about that.
No.
Because he can rest.
Yeah.
AD, you know, I don't know what's going on. This is time for Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell to really show their ass. Because now you don't have AD, Harrell, your turn. And without LeBron, Schroeder, you're kind of the floor general now.
Yeah, isn't the trade deadline on Thursday? Don't they have like 2 more days to pick up somebody or make some moves too? Or was that last Thursday?
Yeah, no, they want to get Drummond.
But what I'm saying is they still have a couple more days to pick up somebody that may be okay to cover LeBron for a couple days, couple games, couple weeks. However, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple wins in so they can maintain their season.
Because they weren't even thinking about that. And then they're like, oh, shit, we're going to need that. You know what I mean? Because now that the guy is hurt, it's a very interesting thing. It's a very interesting season because now Giannis could become MVP again. Because now with Embiid out and LeBron, Giannis is still doing a good fucking job. Harden, even though Stephen A is like, well, what about Harden? I'm like, Harden has Kyrie. And Durant, there's too many of them. I don't know. I mean, who's the second best person on Embiid's team? Zach? No, not Embiid's team, Giannis. The one nigga that don't look right.
Oh, Middleton.
Yeah. The nigga that looks like, yeah, he don't look right. You know what I mean? You order, Zach, you ever order a burger and you're like, damn, they it's missing something. Like
they put 2 big extra large sausage pieces right there.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. The nigga got cocaine eyes. You ever remember we had Bigfoot out in LA and you just see a motherfucker with cocaine eyes. Like the eyes be really big when they're talking to you about shit. I remember Zach was talking to one person. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He looked like Sam Cassell. And like a stray dog had a kid. Like the motherfucker looked. The nigga looked like he eat with his hand. Like, like shit he shouldn't supposed to be eating, like spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like, he the type of nigga that sleep on the box spring. He don't even sleep on I don't need the mattress. I'm gonna sleep on the box spring.
That's rough.
That's a rough. Hey, Brian, that's a rough.
He look rough.
He bring the bitch over. The bitch like, well, nigga, let's fuck on the floor. Cause I'm not gonna fuck you on the box spring. So, I mean, that's the kind of guy he is. Brian, you should lead us in with this LeBron and Red Sox thing.
Well, it seems as if LeBron is now part owner of the Boston Red Sox. Another major move.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Major move. So he joins Fenway Sports Group as a partner. Now, I don't know what percentage he has, but I mean, he has a substantial percentage for what they say.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to him. I think he owns a soccer team too. I think he has part of
out in Europe. He's in that.
Yeah, so I mean the dude, and now he's talking about he wants to own an entire NBA team. He just needs to go ahead and call Diddy. And just be
call Diddy.
And just be like, let's go half on a team. And now he'll own a team in every major fucking sport except baseball if he did that.
Well, football. You got the baseball.
Oh, yeah, you got football and baseball. So, yeah, I mean, 3 of 5.
Well, no, the Red Sox, he would have part in the baseball. He has the soccer.
If you get
he's going to have part. He'll probably talk to Jeannie and go half on the Lakers, or just if Dan Gilbert might, because he has relationships with them. And I don't know which team he would want to get in, but he'll do probably half on the team. So he'll have, and he might as well go to Houston and just buy that mother. That thing's a goddamn, that poor Deshaun. He's going to have a hard time with all these bitches coming out the woodwork. I mean, shit, my motherfucking mama came out the woodwork. I said, bitch, you don't even work at goddamn massage parlor, mama. Shut the fuck up. But
why they try to get Deshaun like that, man?
Yeah, they getting his ass on that shit. But I mean, like an old friend told me.
Yeah.
An old friend told me, he's like, you're an NFL superstar. Why are you even paying for cheeks? You can just go out. I mean, hell, I work the door. I've seen when athletes come in.
So I have a question.
Beautiful, regular girls already want to jam. Go ahead, B.
So do you think that, I'm not saying whether or not he did this. I'm saying this. Do you think he's being exposed because he wants to lead the team he's on?
The timing is too odd for me.
I mean,
it's very coincidental, right?
We've never, ever heard of this. How do we not know that like 15 women are accused of this until he's ready to leave his team?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. So I think
it is very, very coincidental
because his choice to move. I mean, I'm not saying it's right. If he did it, he shouldn't have done it, and he's wrong for it. But I think they're exposing him because of that.
I mean, they could be exposing him. I mean, obviously, I got sisters, so I don't want anybody to be forcibly raping somebody. But here's the problem. Here's the problem, Brian. Like you said from the beginning, you square ass nigga, why are you paying for anything? You don't have this problem if you just a G.
Exactly.
And just like, where's your game at?
Yeah.
Like to go in, like we worked beside one of those massage spots, right beside the game spot and Bigfoot. Yeah. What the fuck do you think that was?
Yeah.
The guys would go in, they'd leave out the back door. Like if I would go and meet Zach and we were like, I don't know, doing inventory, whatever the fuck, and I'd go outside to like have a cigarette and throw some trash out of some shit, you'd see the guy leave out. You'd see these women. These were like 35, 30, 40-year-old Asian refugee-looking women. Deshaun, I mean, shit. What the fuck are you doing with these bitches? I mean, it's like that's the travesty. It's not like Deshaun Watson looks like the nigga that you just showed us a photo of, Middleton. He's not a bad-looking dude. This is a dude that's like, oh, I can go out and get chicks, and you're an athlete, and you're the quarterback.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's in Texas, Pete. That was Texas right there. Is there a bat in your house, Zach? What are you looking at? Is there a bat? Nigga looking up.
I heard a weird noise above me, man. I heard a weird noise above me.
It was a UFO. It was a UFO.
That's that UFO.
That's the UFO. It's getting me now, man. Fuck.
Yeah. The UFO
Because I told the secret, they coming, they fucking with y'all now.
Yeah, they coming to get your motherfucking ass now. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, LeBron owning that is great. You know, it's good. It's
gonna be good money. It's the fucking Red Sox. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, could he get any richer? Could he get any richer? I mean,
yeah. He'll find a way.
Yeah,
he'll find a way.
And Brian, you might as well segue into the next thing because you know what we're singing about.
Oh man, Yeezy.
The truth came out.
Yeezy. It says Yeezy may be worth $6.6 billion. I mean, I remember when Yeezy been running his mouth off and complaining, and we thought he was crazy. When he was over there talking about,
I mean, he still is.
Well, when he was talking about I'm worth $3 billion, and Forbes was like he worth $1 billion, he was like they're undervaluing me. Now that he's worth $6 billion. Oh yeah, it was a lot of shit he was complaining about. He was talking about how people was taking it. Yeah, so some of that stuff I may believe him now.
And this came from, I forget, but it came from like a reputable source. Like it's like the Swiss bank, some shit. I forget what it is, but I remember reading about that.
Well, yeah, they say he owns 100% rights. I mean, I don't know if he owns 100%. I don't know how that works with Adidas, but they said the Yeezy brand is 100% his. And they said that valuation is totally his. So they're saying it's valued between $3.7 and $4.2 billion.
And then Forbes, I posted it, came back out, and they were like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. He's counting, because his Gap deal is like 2.5 or 3. And Forbes is like, you're counting stuff that hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they kind of were like, he's really worth about 1.8. He could get up to 6, but saying that because his Gap, the Yeezy Gap line isn't out. I can't go to Gap and get that now. It's projections. So still the richest, because it became the richest African American was a guy who's worth $6 billion right now. And it's I forget the brother's name, but the richest black person in the world is an African guy.
Oh,
and he's worth like 11. Well, obviously, duh. He's worth $11 billion.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if he's only worth 11, Kanye will pass him for sure.
Yeah, if it's Gap stuff and his shit, like I know Zach's looking it up now.
Yep.
I think whether he's worth 1.8, 2, 6, a million. This is a guy that came into my dorm room. I've told this story before. And I was like, why is this nigga messing with my records? And he was like, oh, that's my buddy Kanye. He goes to the Art Academy. Remember, Ian went to the Art Institute. Kanye went to the Art Academy. He was like a small guy, real quiet guy. You also have to remember that, and this is well known, his mother, I think Common even said this, he couldn't leave the house. He would have to go home. That's why he's good at making beats. Because his mom, he actually fucking listened to, which most niggas really should listen to their mama. His mom said, when you get done with school, you come back and you go in the fucking house because of the violence when you're on the south side of Chicago. Yep. And that's why his imagination is so great, because he's just with himself. He might have had a buddy come over, but mostly he was with himself. Brian remembers earlier, he was background, quiet. Even Dame Dash on that one song was like, this is the producer. The producer raps better than most rappers. Remember that? And I was like, oh, wow, Kanye can rap. You know, I just didn't, whatever. I guess that was his one time to rap. I had no idea he was going to turn into what he did. So it's not bad for a kid from the South Side who only child. I don't think his father was ever I've never seen a photo of his dad. So he just went crazy. You know, that Kardashian, his mom dying, and then all those goddamn Kardashians.
And they're the worst humans ever. You heard what's going on with Kylie right now, right?
No, what?
This just happened. So she's the one that's the self-made billionaire, which is already bullshit. They had the GoFundMe to people actually donating to make somebody a billionaire. It's all fucking just the worst. So it came out that she shared this. Basically, her makeup artist got into a bad car wreck and needed like emergency brain surgery. It was going to cost like $60,000. She donated $5,000 and then shared it on her social media, asking her fans to donate the rest. And she's worth $1 billion.
Yeah,
$60,000 to her is like
$1 to us. That's like $1 to us. That's like walking up to a homeless person and being like, "Here's $2-3. You need this way more than I do, man." It literally,
because
it's so gross.
Kim Kardashian would go to nightclubs in LA, and I'd be working, and her appearance fee to show up just so people would be like $50,000 to $100,000, especially in Vegas for sure.
Yeah,
$60,000. That's crazy. I didn't know that, Zach. That's goddamn horrible.
Right?
Yeah.
And $1 billion, people always, I just put this one up. You could have saved $5,000 every day since Columbus sailed, and you still wouldn't have $1 billion. And that math adds up. Like I did, I posted it on my IG. That math adds up. You would have like $965 million. You still wouldn't even have $1 billion. $5,000 every day. Every day.
Jesus.
I mean, it's such an insane, like, mind-blowing amount of money to not be willing to just share $60,000. I'm like, that whole family is garbage.
Yeah.
That whole family is garbage.
Yeah. Well, they cheeked up though.
Nope, I wouldn't touch a single one. You guys don't believe me, and I don't give a fuck. They're all so gross. Yeah, they're plastic. They're plastic.
They make them good old Bama country cheeks.
Them no dookie cutters. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I woke up again, guys. I woke up and tried to get those threes, just to get them. Those blues.
Oh, those midnight blues?
Yeah, let's just see if I can throw a rock in the ocean. It's just no dice. I mean, even now, Zach, it's even tougher. I don't know why it's getting harder.
Because now they got those articles where they're selling bots and shit now. This is bullshit. Like, I'm sorry. That article was absolutely ridiculous to me. These men are fucking scum. All you're doing is like inserting yourself and just becoming a problem, a barrier in between the creator and the consumer, and calling yourself a fucking businessman. You didn't create the bot. You didn't do shit. Like, you're just a leech. I hate it.
I'm about to be a fucking $1,000 bot barrier because I might buy me a damn bot.
Right?
Like
hey,
that.
it's a business.
If you can, I want to.
For real though?
No, the article said you get a bot between $1,000 and $8,000. I was like, shit, like a $1,000 bot, I get all the Jordans I want.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute. Now, how does the bot between the two of you? I know Brian or you, Zach. How does that work?
It's just a computer, so it can do things in microseconds that a human can't do. That's all it boils down to. It can push the button to buy 1 million fucking times before you've pushed it 10.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all it is. That's all it is. It just is. You set it to a time, and as soon as that gateway is lifted and
it's done. You got
sneakers go for sale. There's already that many people out there with bots that are just clicking buy, and they do it now. Like that guy was saying, they do these ghost accounts where it's like this address, apartment 1, all the way up to, he said he had one that was apartment 10,000. Something. Like, that's how many fake accounts these guys are creating. So you've got that many bots just spamming that. I mean, you just don't have a chance in hell of ever getting it. It's just.
I think the Uncivilized Intellects should have a bot.
That's our business expense. Right?
Yes. I think that's part of the business. I think we should have a bot. We'll talk about that offline.
But see, the thing is, it's the creator, like the businesses, that need to figure out a way to tackle this. If they add more, like, I don't know if it's like those CAPTCHAs, where it'll be like, click all the images that have a parking meter or whatever it is. I don't know what they need to do, but it's everything. I mean, you guys experience it. It's PlayStations, it's sneakers, it's concert tickets. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a big event that they're going to resell, they're gone in seconds. It's not even minutes
yeah.
anymore. Where like you have a small chance, they're gone in 30 seconds. All of them. Everything available is gone.
Yeah, I literally had a PS5 in my checkout this past Friday. I hit the checkout button and it said, "Oh, we're sorry, we're sold out." I'm like, if that's in my cart and I hit the checkout button, how did I not get it? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Jesus Christ.
PS5, man.
And then there were articles about the PS5s with guys sitting there with a wall. You remember, did you see that picture? There was a guy with like a wall of like 30 PlayStation 5s. And the article's like defending him. Like, well, what's going to happen to these scalpers if nobody's buying these outrageously overpriced PlayStations that he's trying to sell? And it's like, hopefully that guy gets fucked, I think, is the way that works. That would be justice.
Yeah, I don't think these shoe companies really care.
No, not at all.
I think as long as they sell out, they don't care if they sell 50 to one person or 50 different people get a pair. They don't give a fuck as long as they sell out.
Well, you're absolutely right, especially since they don't get the resale value.
Yeah.
They get the original $200, $220, whatever it is. They want them gone like that and just out of the warehouse. They're just like, get them fucking gone. We only made so many, and that's all we're dealing with. It's the resellers that are the ones that are getting on StockX and selling a $200 pair of sneakers for $1,200.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pissing me off because I just can't get my J's.
To everyone, it sucks because you already know. You see a dope ass pair and you're like, oh man, I want those. Those new Travis Scott blue. Those blue ones you showed me, I want those really fucking bad.
That's gonna be impossible.
I'm like, why am I even gonna get my hopes up? Why would I even remotely try and get excited? Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
good luck. You may.
Yeah,
you may.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try.
I want to add a pair of Yeezys to the game.
I'm gonna do that.
I don't own any Yeezys. I don't
gonna do that too.
I will relentlessly never let you hear the end of it. If I ever catch either of you wearing them,
I'm gonna have a pair of Yeezys in my collection for sure. I will. I won't wear them too much. I'm not gonna wear them too much, but
I don't wear my shoes at all. Yeah,
because they're fucking hideous.
To get the Yeezys for sneakerhead purposes is almost kind of a must. I mean, the Jordans for me,
I'll give you that.
The Jordans for me are different because this is where the Kanye and Jordan thing kind of is different, is because Kanye never played the sport. You know, like there's no functionality. You don't wear Yeezys like, oh shit, now I'm gonna be a better, fucking rapper. That didn't work that way. And Jordan shit is more nostalgic. Like I don't know about Brian, but there's no way in hell. Like when I was a kid, my parents, we lived in Alabama. Just to let motherfucking listeners know, our rent, because we didn't own our house, our rent was $550 for a house.
Damn.
We were like in a small ass, and then we built up after that. But no, it was like Brian said, my feet looked like catfish because I was walking around barefoot. There was no way in hell. How you gonna get Jordans if you got no motherfucking regular shit?
just imagine dragging two large catfish by a string across the That's what Moose feet look like.
I used to play basketball, and my buddy's hoop literally was like like a crate.
Yeah, the milk crate. The milk crate with the bottom.
Yeah.
And we took like almost like a long 2x4, dug up the ground, put it in there. Like Brian is trying his best not to touch completely. The backboard, Brian. Fuck you, Brian. The backboard, Brian, was also like an old. Like when we were younger, like. Things came in crates. Not like Amazon has soft.
It was a wood from the old side of a station wagon, like that old Wagoneer, that Jeep wagon.
we took a marker and marked the square where the Brian, I swear to God, you can't even make shit like this up. And we used. Do you remember this, guys? We're old enough for this. It was not the girls' basketball, which is smaller. It was the ones that you got like at the fair.
Yeah.
The small ones as a prize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we would dribble, like we'd have to cut the grass down and then dribble like out there. And it was like,
that looked like a damn jawbreaker in your hand.
Yeah, right.
It was like some of the poorest shit. So obviously, when I went to Chicago, after leaving there, I was like, oh man, it's like the future. Like, I didn't know any fucking better. It was like, you're dealing with Alabama. I mean, get the fuck out of here. So that's how it kind of started. But having the Jordans to go full circle, I think that was always like something I knew I wasn't going to get, because one of my parents wasn't getting that. Hell, the goddamn rent was $550. Jordans, when we were kids, bro, what, 125? I mean, hell, I wish they were that much now. They're like $100. Remember, $100 in like the 90s, like 200 now. You're like 250 probably. But yeah, it was. That's what. But I got to get those Yeezys, Zach. I know. I want to get a pair of Reebok pumps also for the collection, just to have. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna wear them anything, but yeah, it's. I got to get a pair of Yeezys. It's been
a pair of Yeezys too.
I know Zach.
I need a good pair of Dunks. I need a good pair of Dunk Lows. That's what I don't have. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to find a good pair of just like some basic, not too fucking crazy Dunks that I like.
Dunks are good shoes. I mean,
those Air Max 90s I sent you, those black ones.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Those are nasty.
Those
are nasty. I'll take those.
I like those.
Yeah, the sneaker game is just getting stronger. With pretty soon, you'll be able to get the shoes back in stores, so you'll be able to wait in line and kind of do that game. So you don't have to wait for everything to come online. Because with people taking the vaccine and just the numbers dropping down, I took it Thursday, and
which one did you get?
Moderna.
So that's what, 2? You got another one in 4 weeks?
2, I got to take one more on the 15th of April. The arm hurt for like a day or two and then just went away. There's no, you don't feel anything. Is pretty much fine. The second dose, you might feel something, but with people, like in LA, everything's kind of opened up more. You're like, Zach, it's damn near goddamn open. It's pretty much fucking back close. Yeah, pretty much back in action. Yeah, and that's pretty
surprised.
Much. Yeah, no, that's pretty much my deal with that. I mean, Brian had posted something that is something that people need to realize, that 3 people that have been fully vaccinated then got COVID again.
Yeah,
but the level of it had to be. It doesn't kind of keep it. Oh, you still have to mask and do. You still have to be chill.
You can't get it. You can't. It's kind of like the flu, where it's like because you're never there. Right now, there isn't a vaccine that you're not going to be 100% unable to get it. It makes it so that you won't have the risk of dying, and you won't have the risk of needing to be hospitalized on a ventilator.
Yes,
it would just be you would just get really fucking sick again, and you can still pass it around. But basically, that's what the vaccine is doing, is largely making it so it's not fatal and it's not like just absolutely destroying your lungs and putting people on ventilators. Is big parts of what the vaccine's doing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, just people just got to be continue to be careful, and shit's opening up, and things are getting very delicious. Me and Brian disagree on something. We disagree on the KFC chicken sandwich.
Oh, I haven't had it yet. Oh man, I haven't had it yet.
I said it was good. I said it was good. Lou thinks it's great. I said it was good.
Great. Okay, great. Compared to what? Great
good.
Relative to Popeyes? Great?
Yeah.
He said it's right next to Popeyes. I'm like, no.
No, I didn't. That's at 4.5.
That's right next to Popeyes. That's right next to Popeyes.
Zach, I hit him with the Cosby face. 4.5 is Popeyes a 5. 5 all day. We all know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Popeyes is. I'll give Popeyes a 4. No 4.5.
You get right the fuck out.
Whoa.
You get right the fuck out.
Popeyes. My bad. No, let me finish. I give KFC 4.
Oh, okay.
5. Popeyes gets a 5.
Okay, all right. Man, we were both like, nah, you get the fuck out.
It's a mistake. That was a mistake. But Moose said KFC is a 4.5. I disagree. Lower. It's lower on the totem pole.
Yeah, okay, Zach. So to me, the one I got was hot, and it's going. You know this chicken sandwich craze right now? Because Burger King's is out.
Yeah.
Burger King has just And here's something with Burger King. Do we really eat Burger King like that?
We used to. I used to.
I mean, at my old place before I left, yeah, man, because there was that one right around the corner up Sepulveda from where I was. I mean,
That's
now granted,
right.
McDonald's was just a barely, any further the opposite direction. But I mean, I almost, if I'm, you know me, I don't really give a fuck of either. I tried McDonald's new chicken sandwich, and that one's good.
Oh, really? I haven't tried that.
Yeah,
How
that
is
one
it?
was good. Good.
Oh, really?
Chick-fil-A.
No,
But,
I've always had a chicken sandwich.
It's like Chick-fil-A if McDonald's made it, if that makes any sense. It tastes corporate, like it still tastes like fake, like McDonald's fake,
Yeah.
But it was good. It tasted like everything at McDonald's, like artificial food, I guess. It has that like really way too salty seasoned, but still good. It's just, I don't know. It's fake food.
Yeah, it is fake food. I mean, there's a place in Pasadena that Shaq has called Big Chick. And Big Chick is a good sandwich. I guess this all is culminating because you were Uncivilized right now. We're about to wrap this old girl up. It's all culminating in Zach, where are we going?
Yeah, right?
In about 3 weeks. I'd say about two weeks. We should get together. What are we doing? Where are we going?
I have so many places that I have to eat. Like as soon as I get back, it's going to be bad because not a single one of them is healthy, good food. Not a single fucking one of them. It's like fried chicken and burgers and pizza and oh man.
Dave's Hot Chicken is now right beside the Rite Aid, right beside the CPK.
That's where Smash Burger was, right?
Yeah, it's right there. And there's like a line every day.
Is there?
Oh, Dave's is fucking really, really good.
I've never had Dave's.
Brian,
I don't remember Dave's. I don't think I've had Dave's.
I don't think you guys have had Dave's yet. It's the closest thing to Howlin' Ray's.
Okay.
And it can rival Main Chick, Zach.
I had forgotten about that place.
Yeah. Well, now Dave's is going to be way closer to wherever you end up landing. I mean, Brian has a place by him. It's a seafood spot right off Critchell's, like CP2 or C3. It's like where they have like the
crab, the boils, like the shrimp boils and stuff like that.
The shrimp boils. Which Zach, did you ever get into the shrimp boils or no?
No, but I am fucking down all day to try it. I mean, I know I'll like it.
Yeah,
it's just like kicking crab over there. One other one.
Yeah. Have you tried
Okay.
that one, B?
Yeah, I've tried kicking crab.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then obviously Orleans, New York is right down from B.
Earl's all beef wieners.
Yeah, Earl's all beef. Delicious. Chili. Okay, we're gonna end the goddamn podcast. This guy takes.
I'm sorry.
He takes my culinary.
I hit a
dog.
I hit a soft
good
spot.
hot dog.
I hit a soft spot.
It's probably my favorite food. It's a nice hot dog, Vienna beef.
Yeah.
I do the pickle. I do the tomato, celery salt, neon relish, and mustard. They say you never put ketchup on a hot dog. But I think in the South they put ketchup on a hot dog. You put ketchup on a hot dog, Zach?
I mean, I will if there's no mustard. Like if I need a condiment, but mustard would be my first choice for sure.
Yeah, mustard's always my first choice. Yeah, we got some eats to get into.
Man,
when you get back in. Well, obviously wings. We're definitely Wingstop people.
Mm-hmm.
People obviously haven't done a Wingstop in God knows when. And I definitely haven't done we did the Buffalo Wild Wings Wingstop challenge.
You didn't never respond to my text when I said spicy Korean Q was better than the mango habanero. You didn't see that?
That's incorrect.
Oh, that's
I have
correct.
to disagree.
Oh, yeah.
Mango habanero.
Have you
Yeah.
had the spicy Korean Q?
Yeah.
Have you had the spicy Korean Q?
No.
Okay, well, you can't talk, bro. So you haven't had.
Oh, wait a minute. You talking about Wingstop?
Yeah, the spicy Korean Q.
Yeah.
Get that well done and get the mango habanero wing well done. And the spicy Korean Q is way more fire than the mango habanero.
Oh, my God.
And also, this is what you should do. When you get to the spicy Korean Q, put the blue cheese on it. Dip that spicy Korean Q in the blue cheese.
Get the fuck out of here with that
I
stinky
promise
blue
you,
cheese.
Move. Moo, I promise you. You
I
will
don't
see.
need that nasty shit in my life. I'll take ranch.
I tell you right now, Moo's biting his lip because he already.
You already know.
He's like,
Already
he's
know I'm
biting his
gonna
lip. He's like, I'm
go do
ordering that shit tonight.
Right?
I'm gonna have to get that tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I mean, guys, I think Jesus Christ, that is really. I think I'm gonna order that right after this podcast. Spicy Korean Q,
Yes.
blue
Yeah,
cheese
I'm
dressing.
hungry.
Jeez. Whew.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some fucking food right now, guys. This has been another clean hang. Is there anything else like just laying out there, Zach, Brian? Anything?
Nah.
I think we fucking knocked everything out the park. I hope everybody does well. And this has been the Uncivilized. Obviously, we'll be back next week for another episode of just complete.
Probably
crazy.
not next one because I'm on the road next week. So probably.
Oh yeah. We'll be back
Week
the week after.
Well, he'll be back
And,
in LA when we come back.
Yeah. And we'll let you guys know where we eat at. But this has been a great episode. I'm Moo.
Right.
Zach.
I'll see you guys. Be good, guys. Spicy Korean Q, well done with blue cheese dressing. I'm all over.